In this lesson, we're going to take a look at the oversampling lens shader. So with this particular lens shader, we have the ability to kind of add a little bit of oversampling to help soften out some of the noise that becomes apparent whenever using any kind of a path tracing material. An example of one of these path tracing materials would be either the normal path material or something like ambient occlusion. So for demonstration's sake, let's just take a quick look at what we have right now in our scene without using the oversampling. And you can see right now that we have a path material that's been loaded up. And as I mentioned in our lesson dealing with the path material, that one of the main drawbacks to using this is the fact that we do have a lot of noise that comes about. So what we can do is somewhat minimize this and reduce it slightly with the use of this oversampling shader. So let's first start by saving this image for comparison. And we can connect this up really in just the same way that we would connect up any other lens shader. Just select your camera, take a look inside the mental ray tab, and we can connect this into the lens shader port. So we can come down and start to connect in our oversampling lens. There we go. Now you can see really there are no attributes that are responsible for the functionality of this other than just the samples. So what we can do is by increasing this, we can start to bump up the number of rays that are used to calculate this path tracing result. So we can use this as a way of helping with the noise, although we'll find that it won't eliminate it entirely. So again, I've got this image saved for comparison. So I've got the samples right now set up to 10, so this will cast out 10 additional rays. So we can now start to see what we get. And you can see that once the render is complete, that we do now have a little bit of reduced noise, although you can still see overall that this result is still quite noisy. So in the case of our path material, this does help, again, to kind of minimize the noise, but overall, we do still have the overall limitations that we do have as a result of using this particular material. Again, another example of where we could use this oversampling shader would be on something like the ambient occlusion texture, which is also a path tracing material or a path tracing node. But typically it wouldn't be necessary to use your oversampling lens shader on something like the ambient occlusion, because the ambient occlusion node does come with its own built-in sampling controls. So that's a look at some of the results and some of the benefits that we can start to get out of using this oversampling lens shader.